Hey everybody, Brian Hunt here again for another Tuesday tutorial. On this week's video, we're talking about creating an image database. Okay, so on last week's video, we talked about creating a social media calendar and using that to help schedule your posts and to figure out and think about what you want to post and have a future plan for creating those posts. And one of those things we're going to get from that when you're making that social media calendar is you're going to think about things that are coming up, things that might happen every year. And there's likely going to be a lot of things that you're already going to have images of that you're going to want to use in these posts, whether they're like ads you've created or they're actually just photos or they're short video clips. All these things that are great to have as social media posts. What we want to do is create a database. So you don't have stuff that's on random spots in your computer, okay? You want to just try to gather all your things so all your images, so they can all be in one place and one place to easily find them. So what I suggest is putting all your content, all your digital content and images onto a travel drive, onto like a little small USB hard drive. These things are pretty inexpensive to get. You can get a 1 terabyte drive now for about $80, definitely under $100 you can get one. You can plug them in, you can have them on different computers, and you can have all your images organized in one place. Now that being said, you don't want to just have them here because hard drives die. And so if you have all your data and images in one place and it dies, well then you're going to lose those images. It can be very hard to recover files once they've gone and your hard drive has died. So in a future video, we're going to talk about backing up your images and make sure things are safely backed up. But I'm just going to quickly show you on the computer here. We used Dropbox quite a bit. We sync our hard drives with Dropbox, and you can also just upload to Dropbox. The great thing with a tool like Dropbox is that you could have access to those images off of your phone with the Dropbox app. On my desktop here, I have a folder that I just made on the desktop, but you would be better to put it somewhere else like in the cloud or on an external hard drive. And I've called this social media image database. Okay, so I've just made some folders out in here, and these can be whatever you want them to be, but just think about categories and what you want to post. So I've broken stuff down into the seasons here. I have fall, spring, summer, winter. Different categories we can do within there. And then within each one of those, I've made a thing for events, and I've made a thing for photos, and I've made a folder for videos. What we just want to get into accustomed to doing here is to organizing our things to make them way easier for us to find. Okay, so if I go into my fall folder here, you can see some of the images here are just named exactly what they came off the camera, okay? So these are some great images that we could use on some different social media posts and to plan out, but I want to change these names to actually be something that I can search when I'm using a search function on your Macintosh or your PC computer, that you can search that thing to make it quicker to find that way. DJI-0049, I mean, that doesn't really give us any information, but if I called this fall drone MTB forest, getting more information and renaming your images so they can make it much easier for you to find. So then if I have that, it's called fall drone MTB forest, and I put that into my photos folder in here, then I'm starting to organize this. And then I can say, when I make my social media calendar that we were talking about in last week's Tuesday tutorial, I could say, on this date, I want to post the fall drone MTB forest photo. This really helps to relieve a lot of stress that people get about social media posting. And one of the main reasons I hear people saying they don't have the time to post on social media is because they say it takes too much time and too much effort. Doing stuff like this, spending this time and organizing things, makes it so it takes up very little effort and it can be really planned out and simple to do. So I'm really excited about next Tuesday tutorial. It's going to bring all these things together, from the calendar to the image database, and to how to execute that and make it even easier for you guys. We'll see you on the next Tuesday tutorial.